பிரதமரை அழைத்துச் செல்கிறார்கள். முதலில் அவர்கள் செல்லவிருப்பது சூரிய குண்டம். புராதன கோவில்கள் அனைத்திலும் தீர்த்த குண்டம் என்ற புனித நீர்நிலைகள் இருப்பதை நாம் காணலாம். ஒருவர் ஈர உடலுடன் கோவிலுக்குள் செல்லும் போது அங்கிருக்கும் சக்தி அதிர்வுகளை உள்வாங்கிக் கொள்ள வாய்ப்புகள் அதிகமாகிறது. அதுவும் தீர்த்தத்தில் மூழ்கி
At the steps of the Surya Kund is the Naga shrine. In the yogic tradition, as well as in many cultures around the world, the snake has been recognized as a tool for perception and has been a symbol of healing. The Naga here is geometrically aligned with 3 Rasalingas of the Surya Kund and the Dhyana Linga and has received their energy.
சூரிய குண்டத்தின் படித்துறைகளில் நாகா சந்நிதி அமைக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது. யோக பாரம்பரியத்திலும் உலகில் உள்ள பல கலாச்சாரங்களிலும் பாம்பின் கிரகிப்பித்திறனை போற்றி வணங்குகிறார்கள். பாம்புகள் குணமளிக்கும் தன்மையின் அடையாளமாய் உள்ளன. சூரிய குண்டத்தில் உள்ள 3 ரசலிங்கங்களுடனும் தியானலிங்கத்துடனும் ஒத்துசைவில் நாகா சந்நிதி அமைக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது. யோக பாரம்பரியத்தில் குண்டலினி சக்தியின் அடையாளமாக நாகப்பாம்பு பார்க்கப்படுகிறது. மனிதனுக்குள் பொதிந்துள்ள சக்தி குண்டலினி. நமது சக்தியை மேலெழுப்ப முடியும் என்பதை உணர்த்தும் வண்ணம் நம் ஆலயங்களில் பாம்பு சிலைகளை வடித்தனர்.
The Honorable Prime Minister will now proceed to the outer parikrama of the Dhyana Linga. Facing the Dhyana Linga is Nandi, an important part of the lore of Adi Yogi. Nandi is a symbol of eternal waiting, considered the greatest virtue in Indian culture. The quality of waiting is the essence of receptivity, as one who can simply sit and wait is naturally meditative. The Nandi has been consecrated and filled with vibhuti, turmeric, sesame, and other natural substances which make the bull radiate a certain field of energy.
மாண்புமிகு பிரதமர் அவர்கள் தியானலிங்கத்தின் வெளிப்பிரகாரத்திற்கு செல்கிறார்கள். தியானலிங்கத்தை பார்த்தபடி நந்தி சிலை அமைக்கப்பட்டிருக்கிறது. நந்தி ஆதியோகியின் பாரம்பரியத்தில் முக்கியமானவர். நந்தி நிரந்தரமாய் காத்திருக்கிறார். இந்திய பாரம்பரியத்தில் காத்திருப்பது முக்கிய அம்சமாக கருதப்படுகிறது. காத்திருக்கும் தன்மை அருளை பெற்றுக்கொள்ள அடிப்படை குணமாய் பார்க்கப்படுகிறது. யாரொருவரால் சும்மா உட்கார்ந்து காத்திருக்க முடியுமோ அவருக்கு தியானம் இயல்பாகவே அமையும். சிறிய உலோகங்களை இணைத்து இந்த நந்தி உருவாக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது. விபூதி, மஞ்சள், எள் மற்றும் சில இயற்கை பொருட்களால் நந்தியின் உட்புறம் நிரப்பப்பட்டுள்ளது. இதனால் நந்தி ஒரு சக்தி பிரவாகமாய் ஒளி வீசுகிறார்.
Dhyana in Sanskrit means meditation and linga means the form. Dhyana linga, a powerful and unique energy form, the distilled essence of yogic science. It does not subscribe to any particular belief or faith and does not require any ritual, prayer or worship. Just sitting silently for a few minutes within the sphere of the Dhyana linga is enough to make even those unaware of meditation experience a state of deep meditativeness and feel the outpouring of energy from this glorious form.
தியானலிங்கம் பல்லாயிரம் ஆண்டுகளாய் யோகிகளும் ஞானிகளும் கனவு கண்ட அற்புதம். 7 சக்கரங்களும் முழு வீச்சில் தூண்டப்பட்டுள்ள யோக கலையின் சாரம். இங்கு பிரார்த்தனைகள், பூஜைகள் தேவையில்லை. தியானம் என்றால் என்னவென்றே தெரியாதவர்களும் தியானலிங்கத்தின் முன் ஒரு சில நிமிடங்கள் அமரும் போது ஆழ்ந்த தியான நிலைகளை எட்ட முடியும். இங்கு வரும் அனைவரும் கர்ப்ப கிரகத்திற்குள் நேரடியாக அனுமதிக்கப்பட வேண்டும் என்பது சத்குரு அவர்களின் விருப்பம். தியானலிங்கத்தின் அருகில் இருப்பது ஒருவருக்கு தன் குருவின் அருகில் இருக்கும் நெருக்கத்தை வழங்குகிறது. 7 சக்கரங்களும் உச்ச நிலையில் சக்தியூட்டப்பட்டிருப்பதால் தியானலிங்கம் ஒருவரை முற்றிலும் புதிய பரிமாணத்திற்கு அழைத்துச் செல்கிறது. இதன் மூலம் ஒருவருக்குள் ஆன்மீக விடுதலைக்கான விதை விதைக்கப்படுகிறது. இந்த புனிதமான இடம் குரு சிஷ்ய பாரம்பரியத்தில் வளர்ந்த அர்ப்பணிப்பு மிக்க துறவிகளால் சிறந்த முறையில் பராமரிக்கப்படுகிறது.
The Honorable Prime Minister is now entering the Dhyana Linga. Sadhguru will conduct the Panchabhuta Aradhana. It invokes a certain aspect of Shiva known as Bhuteshwara or the master of the elements. The Panchabhuta Aradhana is a process of purifying the 5 elements within the human system known as Buddha Shuddhi in the yogic system.
மாண்புமிகு பிரதமர் அவர்கள் தியானலிங்கத்திற்குள் பஞ்சபூத ஆராதனையில் பங்கேற்க செல்கிறார். பூத்தேஸ்வரர் பஞ்சபூதங்களின் அதிபதியாக இருக்கிறார். இவர் சிவனின் இன்னொரு அம்சம். தியானலிங்கத்தில் நடைபெறும் பஞ்சபூத ஆராதனை பஞ்சபூதங்களின் அதிபதியான பூத்தேஸ்வரரின் அருளை பெறுவதற்காக செய்யப்படும் ஒரு செயல்முறை. இன்னும் சிறிது நேரத்தில் இந்த பிரம்மாண்டமான மகாசிவராத்திரி விழா துவங்கவிருக்கிறது.
Shiva सारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा भवानी सहितं नमामि। गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्रीब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं विश्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। देशप्रसूतस्य सकाशादग्रजन्मनः स्वं स्वं चरित्रं शिक्षरेन् पृथ्व्यं सर्वं मानवाः दृढाचिद्या वनस्पति क्षमया ददर्श्योजसाः यत्ते अप्रस्य विद्युतो दिवो वर्षन्ति वर्ष्टयः।
अन्नाद् भवन्ति भूतानि पर्जन्यदन्नसम्भवः यज्ञाद् भवति पर्जन्यो यज्ञकर्मसमुद्भवः आपो अद्यान्वचारिषं रसेना समगस्महि पयस्वानग्न आगहि तमसा सृजवर्चसा। अग्निं दूतं वृणीमहे होतरं विश्ववेदसम् अस्य यज्ञस्य सुक्रतुम्
अग्निमग्निहवीमभिः सदा हवन्त विश्पतिं हव्यवाहं पुरप्रियम्।
अग्निं दूतं वृणीमहे होतरं विश्ववेदसम् अस्य यज्ञस्य सुक्रतुम्
अग्निमग्निहवीमभिः सदा हवन्त विश्पतिं हव्यवाहं पुरप्रियम्। यथा वायुं समाययति तमाश्रित्य वर्तन्ते सर्वजन्तवः तथा गृहस्थमाश्रित्य वर्तन्ते सर्व आश्रमः वायो शुक्रो अयामिते मध्वो अग्रं दिविष्टिषु आयाहि सोमपीतये स्पार्हो देवनियुत्वत हे अमृतं विवृतो ये हविंषि ये श्रोत्या विवृतो ये मनुष्या द्यावात् पृथिवी भवतं ये श्रोणे तेनो मुञ्चतमां वासः नमस्तुत्याद्यावत् पृथिव्यामन्तरिक्ष्याम्योद्यावे हवींषि शूरीश्वर भूमिमङ्गलम्
भूमिमङ्गलम्
उदगमङ्गलम्
उदगमङ्गलम्
अग्निमङ्गलम्
अग्निमङ्गलम्
वायुमङ्गलम्
वायुमङ्गलम्
गगनमङ्गलम्
गगनमङ्गलम्
सूर्यमङ्गलम्
सूर्यमङ्गलम्
चन्द्रमङ्गलम्
चन्द्रमङ्गलम्
जीवमङ्गलम्
जीवमङ्गलम्
जगतमङ्गलम्
जगतमङ्गलम्
देहमङ्गलम्
देहमङ्गलम्
मनोमङ्गलम्
मनोमङ्गलम्
आत्ममङ्गलम्
आत्ममङ्गलम्
भूमिमङ्गलम्
we're pleased to have in our midst the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Shri C. Vidyasagar Rao, and the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Thiru Edappadi Palanisamy.
மேதகு தமிழக ஆளுநர் திரு வித்யாசாகர் ராவ் அவர்களும் தமிழக முதல்வர் திரு எடப்பாடி பழனிசாமி அவர்களும் இங்கு நம்முடன் இருக்கிறார்கள். விழாவை சிறப்பிக்க காத்திருக்கும் இருவரையும் இருகரம் கூப்பி வரவேற்கிறோம்.
The Honorable Prime Minister will now have the darshan of the Linga Bhairavi Devi. Linga Bhairavi is an exuberant manifestation of the divine feminine, representing the creative and nurturing aspects of the universe. Her triangular-shaped abode is adjacent to the Dhyanalinga complex, and the energy of the Linga Bhairavi strengthens the three basic chakras in the human system.
மாண்புமிகு பிரதமர் அவர்கள் லிங்க பைரவி தேவியை தரிசனம் செய்ய செல்கிறார்கள். லிங்க வடிவமான இந்த தேவி தன் 3.5 சக்கரங்கள் உச்ச நிலையில் உடையவள். தன்னுள் அனைத்தையும் அரவணைத்துக் கொள்கின்ற சக்திமிக்க தெய்வீக பெண் தன்மையின் பிரம்மாண்ட அம்சமாக அருள் பாலிக்கின்றாள் லிங்க பைரவி. இரவு முழுக்க நடைபெறவிருக்கும் இந்த கொண்டாட்டங்களை துவக்கி வைக்க பிரதமர் அவர்களும் சத்குரு அவர்களும் மகா சிவராத்திரி மைதானத்தை நோக்கி வந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறார்கள். பிரதமர் அவர்கள் உலகின் மிகப்பெரிய முகமான ஆதியோகியின் திருமுகத்தை திறக்கவிருக்கிறார்கள். இவ்வருட மகா சிவராத்திரி விழாவிற்கு உங்கள் அனைவரையும் வரவேற்பதில் பெருமகிழ்ச்சி அடைகிறோம். மகா சிவராத்திரி சிவனின் அருளை கொண்டாடும் அற்புத இரவு. இந்த இரவு அளப்பரிய சாத்தியத்தை வழங்குகிறது. இங்கே கூடியிருக்கும் லட்சக்கணக்கான மக்களுக்கும் உலகின் பல்வேறு பகுதிகளிலிருந்து தொலைக்காட்சி, இணையதளம் மூலம் இந்நிகழ்ச்சியில் கலந்து கொள்ள இருப்பவர்களுக்கும் இன்றைய இரவு நிச்சயமாய் உள்நிலையில் விழித்தெழச் செய்யும் அனுபவமாய் அமைந்திட வாழ்த்துகிறோம்.
The Honorable Prime Minister and Sadhguru will now make their way from the Linga Bhairavi to the Mahashivratri event grounds to inaugurate the night-long celebrations and unveil the 112 feet face of Adiyogi. Following which we will hear both Sadhguru and the Prime Minister address us. Bringing up the rest of the event will be all our performers with their special offerings of dance and music.
Papam, na saukyam, na dukkham, na mantro
மாண்புமிகு பிரதமர் நரேந்திர மோடி அவர்களை மகா சிவராத்திரி கொண்டாட்டங்களுக்கு வரவேற்பதில் பெருமகிழ்ச்சி கொள்கிறோம். சத்குரு அவர்கள் பிரதமரை மேடைக்கு அழைத்து வருகிறார்.
We welcome the Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, who together with Sadhguru have arrived for the Mahashivratri celebrations. Mahashivratri, one of the largest and most significant among sacred festival nights of India, the darkest night of the year, celebrating the grace of Shiva, the Adi Yogi, who is considered the Adi Guru or the first Guru.
It's our great privilege, all of us here, to welcome our beloved Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Bhai Modi. Now, the Prime Minister will offer Kailash Tirth to Yogeshwara Linga. This Tirth is collected from the base of the southern face of Kailash mountain, which is very, very dear to the South Indian people because of its relationship with Agastya Muni.
जद पूजनाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां कवित्ववाराशिनिशाकराभ्यां दौर्भाग्यदावां बुधमालिकाभ्यां दूरीकृतानां रविपतिताभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नताययो श्रीपतितां समीयुं कदाचिदप्यासु दरिद्रवर्य मूकश्च वाचस्पतितां हिताभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नालीकनिकाशपदाहिताभ्यां नानाविमोहादिनिवारिकाभ्यां नमः जनाभीष्टततिप्रदाभ्यां नमो नमः श्रीगुरुपादुकाभ्याम्।
I request the Prime Minister to present Adi Yogi, the source of yoga, to the world. Mahayoga Yagna, among many things that are being done towards this great endeavor of bringing the science of yoga to the world, this year we have a commitment that we will generate 1 million yoga veeras who will impart a simple form of yoga at least to 100 people in the coming year. That means 100 million new practitioners of yoga will happen in the world before the next Mahashivratri. There cannot be a more appropriate person to light this Mahayoga Yagna, because our beloved Prime Minister is a yoga veera before any of you started and he's been instrumental of the many things that he has scripted which will have impact upon our nation and the world. One of the most significant things is he has facilitated that yoga becomes global in a serious way. So he will light the Mahayoga Yagna. I don't hear enough celebration. As a part of this endeavor, we have also made a book on Adiyogi. It's a unique presentation, a mixture of legend, yogic sciences, inner experiences and skepticism, all four things woven together to make it a very unique book on Adiyogi. Right now, Prime Minister Narendra Bhai Modi will release this book. If you can just pull this.
दूर उस आकाश की गहराइयों
शाश्वत सनन सननन प्राण गुंजन घनन घननन उतरे मुझ में आदि योगी योग धारा छलक छन छन सांस शाश्वत सनन सननन प्राण गुंजन घनन घननन उतरे मुझ में आदि योगी उतरे मुझ में आदि योगी पीस दो अस्तित्व मेरा और कर दो चूरा चूरा पूर्ण होने दो मुझे और होने दो अब पूरा पूरा भस्म वाली रस्म कर दो आदि योगी योग उत्सव रंग भर दो आदि योगी बज उठे ये मन सितारी झनन 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 सांस शाश्वत सनन सननन प्राण गुंजन घनन घननन उतरे मुझ में आदि योगी उतरे मुझ में आदि योगी
Namaskaram once again and welcome to everyone. I wish to acknowledge and offer our respects to all the dignitaries who are here, the excellencies and honorable chief ministers. Please receive our gratitude for your presence, sir. Why Adiyogi? What is the significance? Is it about one more big statue? Is it about starting a new religion or a cult? This is a movement in the sense when, as a human race, we did not understand the phenomenal world around us, the forces of nature around us. Naturally, human beings initially worshipped the elements around us in the form of rain, earth, earthquakes, everything became worship-worthy because they were all threats and we did not understand what caused them, how to make our life on this planet. And this got a little organized and we started looking upward for human well-being. But in the last 200 years, since the advent of science and the offshoot of technologies, instead of looking up, most of us have started looking out for our well-being. By looking up, we believe things. We believe things which were not in our experience. Because we believe things, different people believe different things. And one man's belief versus another man's belief has caused so much pain, so much bloodshed, so much killing, wars for the last 1500 to 2000 years. Enormous amount of human blood has flowed simply because you believe one thing, I believe something else. But once science and technology came, we looked out for our well-being. In our pursuit of well-being, we have brought about such an ecological disaster that we are on the brink of annihilating life in general on this planet. And our pursuit of well-being has brought such pain and untold suffering to every creature on the planet. A worm, an insect, a bird, an animal and a tree have suffered immensely for every little comfort that you and me enjoy today in our lives. A time has come where we understand that human well-being can only happen from within, because even right now as you sit here, both light and darkness only happens within you. Pain and pleasure happens only within you. Joy and misery happens within you. Agony and ecstasy happens within you. Anything that you ever experienced happened only within you. If you know how to take charge of this interiority, then human well-being is assured. Instead of being in pursuit of happiness, human beings can shift their entire way of operation in this world by making it an expression of their joy. Towards this direction, Adiyogi has made a contribution unparalleled, before him or after him. Over 15,000 years ago, when he explored this and expounded the science of yoga. When I utter the word yoga, most people are thinking of difficult postures. No, yoga means union. Union means you learnt the science of obliterating the boundaries of your individuality so that you can experience yourself as something much larger than the way you're experiencing yourself as a tiny little body in this limitless existence. So towards this direction, Adiyogi explored this science, the science of human mechanism, how to handle it, how to take it to its peak, and he offered 112 methods, not commandments, but methods as to how you can do this for every kind of human being. So, to bring this dimension to the world, to move the world from belief to seekers of truth, from believing to seeking, making people from believers to seekers, or in other words, in the world to re-establish this, that truth can be the only authority. Some authority, either in the form of a book or an entity that we believe in, cannot be the truth. Truth can be the only authority. This is the fundamental of this yogic culture. This is what Adiyogi represents, this iconic face, this glorious face that we have labored to create. It took me 2.5 years to design, but our boys here delivered it in 8 months. Ladies, I believe it will take 9 months. Our boys did it in 8 months. It's an incredible feat that a structure like this, for the first time, could be designed and created in 8 months' time. This is an offering to the world. This glorious face is designed to drive this movement that human beings should understand. In pursuit of well-being, you don't have to look up, you don't have to look out. In is the only way out. As I said earlier, Narendra Bhai Modi, our beloved Prime Minister, is many things, but he's a yogi to start with. And in recent history, probably the only head of state lying down on the street and doing yoga with thousands of people. A time has come in the world where human intellect has come to a place where it cannot accept anything unless it is logically correct. Once this kind of situation has come, once this kind of evolution has happened in the human mind, that unless something is logically correct and scientifically verifiable, it is not acceptable to individual human beings. Time for yoga has come. Adi Yogi has a huge antiquity, but he does not belong to the past, he belongs to the future. This is an indication that a Prime Minister of a nation promotes yoga, practices yoga, makes it go global. This shows that yoga is the future because it is a scientific way of handling your well-being, creating the kind of body you want, creating the kind of mind you want, creating the kind of chemistry and energy that you want within yourself, where your ability to function in the world, others will see and think you're superhuman. But this is not about being superhuman, this is about realizing that being human itself is super. Unfortunately, whenever people use the word human, they always refer to the word human referring to the limitations of being human. Very rarely do I see people using the word human referring to the possibilities of being human, the immensity of being human. Always, oh, I am only a human. This means people are referring to the limitations of being a human being. Over 15,000 years ago, this is the first thought that Adi Yogi put into the minds of human race, that if you are willing to strive, you can transcend all limitations that are set by nature upon you. If you are willing to strive, you can cross the limitations and boundaries that nature has set for you. What you think are natural laws are only applicable when you're identified with the body. If you are willing to strive to go beyond that, there is a doorway. That doorway is yoga, and right now, Adi Yogi, this iconic face, represents that doorway. And if I'm not going too far, our beloved Prime Minister in many ways has become the doorkeeper of this door.
Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev Ji, eminent people from all walks of life, distinguished yogis, guests from India and abroad, ladies and gentlemen, Ungal Yellarokkam Yanna Udaya Anabban Vanakkam. My loving greetings to all. It is my honor to be here in this august gathering, that too on the auspicious occasion of Mahashivratri. There are many festivals, but this one is prefixed with Maha. Indeed, there are many devas, but only one Mahadeva. There are many mantras, but the mantra which is identified with Lord Shiva is called Mahamrutyunjay mantra. Such is the glory of Lord Shiva. Mahashivratri symbolizes a union of divinity with a purpose of overcoming darkness and injustice. It inspires us to be courageous and fight for good. It marks the shifts of seasons from the cold to the lively spring and brightness. Mahashivratri celebrations go on for the entire night. This symbolizes a spirit of vigilance that we have to protect nature and mold our activities in sync with our ecological surroundings. My home state, Gujarat, is the land of Somnath. The call of the people and the longing for service took me to Kashi, the land of Vishwanath. From Somnath to Vishwanath, from Kedarnath to Rameshwaram, and from Kashi to Coimbatore, where we have gathered, Lord Shiva is everywhere. Like crores of Indians across the length and breadth of the nation, I too feel delighted to be a part of celebration of Mahashivratri. And we are merely drops in the ocean. Through centuries, there have lived countless devotees in every age and time. They came from different places. Their languages may have been different, but their longing for the divine is always the same. This longing throbs in the core of every human heart. Their poetry, their music, their love has shocked the every earth. Standing here before this 112-feet face of Adi Yogi and the Yogeshwar Linga, we are experiencing a colossal presence enveloping everyone in this space. In the times to come, the place where we have gathered is going to be a source of inspiration for all, a place to immerse oneself and discover truth. यह स्थान सबको शिवमय होने के लिए प्रेरित करता रहेगा. It will remind us of the inclusive spirit of Lord Shiva. Today, yoga has come a long way. There are various definitions, types, schools of yoga, and ways to practice yoga that have emerged. This is the beauty of yoga. It is ancient, yet modern. It is constant, yet evolving. The essence of yoga had not changed. And I say this because it is utmost importance to preserve this essence. Otherwise, we may just have to discover a new yoga to rediscover the soul and essence of the yoga. Yoga is the catalytic agent ushering the transformation from Jiva to Shiva. हमारे यहां कहा गया है यत्र जीव तत्र शिव. जीव से शिव की यात्रा यही तो योग है. By practicing yoga, a spirit of oneness is created. Oneness of the mind, body, and the intellect. Oneness with our families, with the society we live in, with fellow humans, with all the birds, animals, and the trees, with whom we share our beautiful planet. This is yoga. Yoga is the journey from me to we. व्यक्ति से समष्टि तक ये यात्रा है. मैं से हम तक की यही अनुभूति, अहम से वयम तक का यह भाव विस्तार, यही तो योग है. India is a land of unparalleled diversity. India's diversity can be seen, heard, felt, touched, and tasted. The diversity has been India's greatest strength and has also brought India together. Think of Lord Shiva, and the picture that comes to mind is that of his majestic presence at Mount Kailas in the mighty Himalayas. Think of Goddess Parvati, and you remember the beautiful Kanyakumari, which is surrounded by the vast oceans. The union of Shiva and Parvati is a union of the Himalayas with the oceans. Shiva and Parvati, this is by itself a message of oneness. And look at how this message of oneness further manifests itself around the neck of Lord Shiva. There is a snake. The Vahan of Lord Ganesh is the mouse. We are well aware of the frosty relations between snake and a mouse. Yet, they live together. Similarly, the Vahan of Kartikeya is the peacock. Peacocks and snakes are supposed to harbor great enmity. Even then, they live together. The family of Lord Shiva is diverse, yet the spirit of harmony and unity is vibrant. Diversity is not a cause of conflict for us. We accept it and embrace it wholeheartedly. It is a speciality of our culture that wherever there is God or goddesses, there is either an animal, a bird, or a tree that is associated with him or her. That animal, bird, or tree is also worshipped with the same spirit as the god or goddesses. There cannot be a better means to inculcate a spirit of reverence for nature. Nature equals to God. This has been firmly established by our ancestors, showing their foresight. Our scripture says, Ekam Sat Vipraha Baudha Vadanti. Truth is one. Sages call it by different names. We have been living these virtues since our childhood. And that is why compassion, kindness, brotherhood, and harmony are naturally a part of us. There are values we have seen our ancestors live and die for. These are virtues that have kept the Indian civilization alive for centuries. Our mind should always be open to new thoughts and ideas from all sides. Unfortunately, there are a select few who in order to hide their own ignorance, take a very rigid view and destroy any scope of welcoming new thoughts and experiences. The same way, rejecting an idea just because it is ancient can be potentially harmful. It is essential to analyze it, understand it, and try to take it to the new generation in a manner in which they understand best. The progress of humanity is incomplete without the empowerment of women. The issue is no longer women development, but it is women-led development. I'm proud of the fact that in our culture, the role of women is central. Our culture has so many goddesses who are worshipped. India is home to many of women saints who led the movements for social reform, be it in the north, south, east, or west. They shattered stereotypes, broke barriers, and became trendsetters. You will be interested to know that in India, we say, Nari tu Narayani. Nari tu Narayani. Women is a manifestation of the divine. लेकिन पुरुष के लिए क्या कहते हैं? For man we say, नर तू करनी करे तो नारायण हो जाए. If a man does good deeds, he will attain divinity. Do you see the difference? The divine status of the woman is the divine status of women is unconditional. Nari to Narayani. Whereas for man, it is conditional. He can earn it after good deeds. That is also why perhaps Sadhguru insists that one take the oath of being a mother to the world. A mother is someone who is unconditioned ally inclusive. The changing lifestyles of the 21st century have brought their own set of challenges. Lifestyle-related ailments, stress-related disease are becoming more and more common. The communicable ailments can be controlled. But what about the non-communicable ones? It gives me immense sadness, one that I cannot describe in words, when I read about people taking to substance abuse and alcohol because they are not at peace with themselves. Today, the whole world wants peace. Not just peace from wars and conflict, but peace of the mind. The burden of stress takes a heavy toll, and one of the sharpest weapons to overcome stress is yoga. There is ample evidence that practicing yoga helps combat stress, chronic conditions. If the body is a temple of the mind, yoga creates a beautiful temple. That is why I call yoga a passport Yoga, a passport to health assurance. I'm not talking about insurance. More than being a cure ailments, it is a means to wellness. Yoga is about Rog Mukti, freedom from disease, as well as Bhog Mukti, desisting from worldly greed. Yoga makes the individual a better person in thought, action, knowledge, and devotion. It would be very unfair to see yoga only a set of exercises that keeps the body fit. You may see people can twist and turn their bodies in all sorts of fashion, but they are not all yogis. Yoga is far beyond physical exercise. Through yoga, we will create a new yuga, a yuga of togetherness and harmony. When India muted, the idea of the International Yoga Day at the United Nations, it was received with open arms. The world celebrated both the Yoga Day, 21st June 2015 and 2016, with great fervor. Be it Korea or Canada, Sweden or South Africa, in every part of the world, the rays of the sun were welcomed by yogis engaged in the practice of yoga. The coming together of so many nations to mark the International Day of Yoga shows the real essence of yoga, togetherness. Yoga has the potential to herald in a new yuga, a new era, a yuga of peace, compassion, brotherhood, and all-round progress of the human race. One truly remarkable thing that Sadhguru has done is, he has made yogis out of ordinary common people. People who stay with their families and work in the world, but who are living at the peaks within themselves, undergoing intense and wonderful experiences on a daily basis. Wherever one is, in whatever situation one is placed, one can be yogi. I see so many radiant and joyous faces here. I see people working with utmost love and care, paying attention to the smallest of details. I see people full of energy and enthusiasm to offer themselves to a greater cause. Adi Yogi will inspire many generations to take up yoga. My gratitude to Sadhguru for bringing this to us. Thank you. Thank you very much. Pranam. Vanakkam.
வணக்கத்துக்குரிய சத்குரு அவர்களே, வாழ்வின் பற்பல நிலைகளிலிருந்து வந்திருக்கும் முத்திரை பிரமுகர்களே, தனித்தன்மை வாய்ந்த யோகிகளே, இந்தியாவிலிருந்தும் அயல்நாட்டிலிருந்தும் வருகை புரிந்திருக்கிறவர்களே, உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் என்னுடைய அன்பான வணக்கம். இந்த அற்புதமான மகா சிவராத்திரி நன்னாளில் உங்களோடு இருப்பதில் நான் மிகுந்த மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகின்றேன். எவ்வளவோ விழாக்கள் இருந்தாலும் மகா என்ற முன்னொட்டை உள்ள ஒரே விழா மகா சிவராத்திரி ஆகும். எவ்வளவோ தெய்வங்கள் இருந்தாலும் ஒரே ஒரு மகாதேவர் தான் இருக்கிறார். எத்தனையோ மந்திரங்கள் இருந்தாலும் சிவனின் பெருமையை சொல்லக்கூடிய மந்திரம் மகா மிருத்யுஞ்சய மந்திரம் என்று அழைக்கப்படுகிறது. இது சிவபெருமானின் செம்மாந்த பெருமையை குறிப்பதாகும். மகா சிவராத்திரி என்பது ஒரு குறிக்கோளோடு நேர்கிற ஒருமையை பற்றியதாகும். இருளையும் அநீதியையும் ஒழிப்பதற்கான ஒருமையை மகா சிவராத்திரி உணர்த்துகிறது. நாம் வீறு கொண்டு உண்மைக்காக போராடுவதற்கு நம்மை அது ஊக்குவிக்கின்றது. குளிர்காலத்திலிருந்து பிரகாசம் நிறைந்த கோடை பொழுதின் தொடக்கத்தை அது உணர்த்துகிறது. மகா சிவராத்திரி கொண்டாட்டங்கள் இரவு முழுக்க நடைபெற்று வருகின்றன.
எல்லா தமிழ் மக்களுக்கு முத்தையா ஒரு பிரைம் மினிஸ்டர் கலம்னோட தமிழில் டிரான்ஸ்லேட் பண்ணுவாங்க. கொஞ்சம் அவருக்கு அனுமதி கொடுக்கணும். நாங்கள் யோக யோக யோகேஸ்வராய பூத பூத பூதேஸ்வராய கால கால காலேஸ்வராய சிவ சிவ சர்வேஸ்வராய शंभो शंभो महादेवाय I would once again like to acknowledge and thank Narendra Bhai Modi, our beloved Prime Minister, for being here on this day with all of us. We promise to make sure that this is a new step for yoga in the world. A phenomenal movement will happen beyond this, and it's truly wonderful, every one of you being here, traveling from many places to be here and to witness Prime Minister's speech. This is a new beginning in many ways, that the world is looking towards us. We are in the process of wanting to build a great nation. A great nation does not happen just by setting boundaries or borders for our nation. A great nation happens only by building great human beings, and that is what the effort is through yoga. Yoga is the science of building great human beings. We hope to generate those human beings who will make this nation and the future of the world and set a culture of peace, well-being and exuberance in the world. Thank you very much. Yogeshwaraya Mahadevaya Trayambakaya Tripurantakaya Yogeshwaraya
Mahadevaya Trayambakaya Tripurantakaya Trikagnikalaya Kalagnirudraya Neelakanthaya Mrityunjayaya Trikagnikalaya Kalagnirudraya Neelakanthaya Mrityunjayaya Sarveshwaraya